What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Tallboy here. Another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Tonight on the Lab Tech Show, we're connecting the dots. AI is changing more than your phone. It's changing your privacy, your shopping, your security, and even how companies collect information about you. We'll break down what happened since these stories first made headlines, what has changed, and what still matters, and what you need to know so you can make smarter decisions with the technology you use every day. Now, look, these are some throwback articles. We've already talked about these articles, so this is a throwback show. I got my man Revis here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well, tall boy. How about yourself?
Man, I'm good, man. So look, let us know. Type in the city and state where you're watching from. City and state where you're watching from. And look, this is what we're doing. It's a throwback show. You ready for it, Revis?
I'm ready for it.
All right. Well, look, ring accused of scanning faces. We talked about this article. We want to see what's been going on since, right? Police and facial recognition access. Ooh, Milwaukee wasn't doing some things, and let's see how the developments have been going on. And then also Walmart expands the drone delivery. Did they move forward or did they push back? And then Uber adds helicopter rides. Whatever happened to that? Are you willing to get in a Uber helicopter? And then Revis is going to break down the word of the day, dog days. What does that mean? Well, Revis is going to break it all down to you momentarily. But look, it's time to start the show. Hopefully you put your city and state in, and we're going to start this show right about now.
I can't believe this.
Ma'am, any reason you were speeding tonight?
I'm trying to get home to watch the Lab Tech show.
I'm gonna let you go because I don't want you getting left behind.
Man, they about to break down something crazy tonight.
Turn on the lab.
Welcome to the Lab Tech Show. We start now.
It's about to be good right here.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Lab Tech Show. My name is Tallboy. We're here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. And hopefully you'll take some of these articles that we've already discussed and you will see how it has developed, what has worked, what has not worked, and kind of go from there. We got Revis here. How you doing, sir? You doing all right?
Hey, I'm making it, man. Hey, it's been a very interesting week, but I'm making it.
Okay, well, we look forward to finding out how your week has been, and hopefully, you know, you're getting some value out of it, and we'll let the people know what's going on. So shout out to everybody that's out there in the comments. We definitely thank y'all for commenting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been talking about flock cameras. We've been talking about streaming services going up. We've just talking about technology every week. And, you know, we want you to just walk away just understanding that, you know, we're here for you. You have questions, let us know, and we'll break it all down. But look, we got the rules to the show, and we're going to jump into the first article. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Tallboy here.
It's another edition of Tech News. Look, let me tell you how we roll around here.
You can watch on your phone, your TV, or your PC.
If you want you to comment, so the only way you can really do that is on your phone, right?
Now, look, come rock with us. It's all about authenticity and transparency.
So we like to keep it 100 with you.
Now, look, we like to tell you all the time, this technology is here. So what you gonna do about it?
Let's jump into the first article.
Who's got an Amazon Ring? Who's got an Amazon Ring? Let me know in the comments. Do you have a ring? Say ring if you got an Amazon Ring account or one of those cameras. You might get a check. Maybe if they win. They say Amazon is facing a major legal battle over its Ring doorbell cameras. The lawsuit focuses on a specific feature called familiar faces. We talked about this a couple months ago, late 2025, which scans visitors to identify them for the homeowner. The issue is that the camera captures everyone within view. So it's not just the person that's just knocking on your door, not the person that's just ringing the doorbell like the package man, or maybe a family member or somebody that's just coming to hang out with you. If you walking down the street with your dog, or you just wanted to play, just walking down the street with a basketball, you got your groceries in your hand, it's scanning those faces as well. And they say without their knowledge or their permission. The lawsuit also argues that Amazon is using the physical identities of millions of Americans for corporate profit. So they're trying to make some money off of y'all. Now, why does all this matter? They say these devices offer clear advantages for home management. They allow you to monitor your property from anywhere, recognize regular guests, and identify strangers lingering near your door. And it also provides security for packages and tracks who enters your property. Now, everybody ain't tech savvy. So this situation still impacts you directly because your face and your personal data could be stored in corporate databases simply because you just walked down the sidewalk or you visited a friend and you passed by your neighbor's Ring camera or the person on that street's Ring camera. You lose control over how your physical identity is tracked, saved, and utilized by a third party. Now, they're saying several concerns stand out with this technology. There's no central system to prevent these cameras from scanning you at every house you pass. And it also remains unclear how long Amazon retains these digital maps of your face or who has access to them. So unlike a compromised password, you cannot change your biometric data if the data breach occurs. Data breaches happen all the time, right? So now your face has now been scanned and now you've been compromised. So on the flip side, they're saying Ring cameras increase neighborhood security awareness and offer convenience by identifying visitors automatically. So the negatives are still significant, though. They're saying the system stores biometric data of people who never agreed to it and provides no easy way for the public to delete their information and risk normalizing constant surveillance in residential areas. Now, the legal argument in all of this is the legal argument rests on consumer privacy laws and the Federal Trade Commission Act, and they say the case depends on whether a court decides that walking in a neighborhood implies consent to have your face scanned by a private security device. Do you agree with this? That's the $1 million question. Do you agree with this? And I want you to let me know in the comments. 1, do you think Amazon Ring should be liable for their actions? 1, hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2, I'm not judging them. 3, I'm saying yes because I want a piece of that payout. 4, it's a public street. There's no harm in what they're doing. Or 5, I hope this is a lesson for all of these companies. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. Do you think Amazon Ring should be liable for their actions? Revis, what you think about all of this, man?
Well, man, look at here. I wish I had a Ring because I want some of that money. I think they should be liable for it. It's kind of like those cameras that they have on the expressway that recognizes everything you do in your car when you're going by.
The
you ain't
cameras?
consent to it, yes, but you didn't consent to it. But they're getting everything about you anyway, and they just added 32 of them around here. 32 new flock cameras. So yes, I think they should be liable for it, and I hope they get paid, get charged a whole bunch, fined a whole bunch for it. They lose this thing. I want some of the money, even though I don't have a Ring, but I might go and get one and say I had it. I'm just saying.
This guy right here said, I wish I had. I just want the money. Just run me my check. Hit the Spot 1006 says, yeah, I don't like this. I'm not feeling this at all. Absolutely not, says Lisa Maria. She's not, I'm not feeling that. No. We not doing this. We are not doing this. But just think about it. It does prevent safety. What if there's a crime about to happen? You can scan the face and you can now catch the person. So even though your face is being scanned, the other person that's committing the crime in your neighborhood, they can probably say, well, they were 2 blocks over. They were wearing a red shirt, and this is what their face looks like. They were just walking down the street, and maybe they parked 2 blocks over. You would want it for the safety side, but you don't want it for your side. You got to have a give and take, right? So how do you see this? And do you think that this is something that is, look at the positive and look at the negative? So like they said, Ring cameras increase neighborhood security awareness and offer convenience by identifying visitors automatically, but at the same token, your face is also being given as well. Any take on that, Revis?
Yeah, well, you know, I go over to Terrell's house all the time, and he has the Ring camera, so which means that they're taking my biometrics, and I'm not even consenting to that. So therefore, I think I should be part of this lawsuit because I'm retired now. I don't have no income, so that's part of income right there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm joining in.
Okay. He says, Nia says, hold up. The issue is making profit off of people and they don't know it's happening. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. But I mean, you knew that when you bought the camera, that's why they gave it to you at a discounted rate. You knew that they were going to be trying to make some money off of you. The goal is to get you to buy it. Yeah, we have a free tier, but then we also have the subscription tier. Well, what they're doing is they're selling that data to ICE, the federal government, local police stations, because they're saying, hey, well, we have this facial recognition, right? So you need it. Here's our fee. It ain't free 99. So what do you do in a situation like that? Aisha says, hold up. I don't like that. I don't like that. She said it with her chest. I don't like that. Reeves, anything else? Comments?
No, I'm just waiting on my check. I'm just saying, I'm waiting on my check.
Okay.
I don't own a Ring, but hey, I canceled my subscription yesterday for the free subscription to Prime, and I'm just saying, I just want to check. Aisha, hey, it's a check out there for us, Aisha.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, look, everybody's saying, hell yeah, they should be held liable for their actions. I'm not feeling this. Let us know in the comments, if you're watching the replay, what do you think? Do you think Amazon Ring should be liable for their actions? Let us know what you think about all of this. It's a lot. And I think we need to be mindful of, yes, it was cool to get these services, these products. We were, able to get all of this technology to protect ourselves. But then now we're starting to hear about the flip side, if that makes sense, of now they're making money they're finding another way to make money. And now you're saying you don't like that. I don't like the fact that they're making money off of me just by simply walking down the street. But you like the safety features. I don't know. Okay, well, that's what it is. We're going to talk about it. We told you about it. At least you know what's going on. And hopefully you will take heed and be mindful. Maybe wear one of those masks that we had to wear during COVID and go from there. Maybe you do that and then they won't be able to put on some glasses and a mask, and then that way they won't be able to recognize you. She said, that's why I don't use them anymore. That's what she says. I can't use them no more. I don't like that. Okay, that's what's up.
Tap in with us. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We simplify it for you. You can't say we didn't tell you. See y'all there. Don't miss out.
Well, y'all heard it. We talked about it. Now, this happened in June, Revis, last month. So this is what some new developments have happened. Let's see. The lawsuit is still active. Plaintiffs are arguing that Ring familiar faces feature scanned millions of faces without obtaining the consent required under state law. And basically they're saying this could affect much more than Ring. If the plaintiffs succeed, companies using AI for facial recognition could face similar lawsuits. So other doorbell companies that are doing this, security cameras, retail cameras, and other systems that analyze faces, they could potentially face lawsuits. Now, what to watch? Whether Amazon changes how Rings ask for consent, whether other states adopt biometric privacy laws similar to what they're doing in Illinois, and whether this becomes a class action with a broader participation. What you think about that? That we're doing this whole little, throwback moment. That's what happened in June, but this is now a month later. This is where we're at. What you think about that, Revis?
Look, I still want to check. Okay, I still want to check. And now that you just made it clear that it's not only them, this mall security and everything. I want to check from them too. So let's just start handing out checks. Maybe I'm a millionaire already and don't even know it.
Oh my
How about
God.
that?
Well, I don't know, Revis. I don't know if they just gonna be giving out no checks to everybody, because you got to think they've been doing this for years. So that means your grandma. I mean, everybody's going to get a check, because if they say, well, other doorbell companies, other security cameras, I mean, you're opening yourself up for a bigger lawsuit or a class action lawsuit and taking it to the Supreme Court. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is something that, will actually make it that far. I don't think it will. I don't know. I would like a check, though.
Just send me a check. We'll settle out of court. You ain't got to make it to the Supreme Court. Just send me a check. I mean, I'll settle for right now $40,000-$50,000. It's cool with me right now.
Well, look, let me just go ahead and give it to you real and raw right here. Ring creates and stores biometric face prints in the cloud for up to 30 days for everyone who walks past their cameras, including mail carriers and the neighbors. And what you missed, Ring's upgraded 2K and 4K cameras capture facial details from much farther down the street, expanding facial scanning onto public sidewalks where people expect privacy. So just because it's at your door, that doesn't mean that it's not catching the people that's down the block. So your kids are out playing, you're just walking or working out on your neighborhood street, and someone has a Ring camera, it picks all of that up, and it's 2K and 4K. Revis, final thoughts?
Yeah, final thought is they've been doing this for years. I do know that the Ring camera, that's just the doorbell, sees from one end of the block to the other end of the block. So if a woman is around me and I stick my tongue down her throat, guess what? They can see that. So now they know how I stick my tongue down her throat. So just send me my check. You didn't get my permission to see that.
I can't with this guy. I really can't. I really can't. Well, let us know in the comments. What do you guys think about all of this? Do you think that this could be a bigger class action lawsuit, or do you think that they just need to just change their practices? Revis, we got something for the people. They need to go ahead and break down this technology. Talk to the people, man. Talk to the people. Let's see. There you go.
All right, everybody. That was from June 3rd, 2026. Yeah, that was just last month, the beginning of last month. Now, we got some other stuff coming up. We got police and facial recognition access. That was from April 30th of 2025. And we got Walmart drone delivery. That's right. They expanded drone delivery. That come from December 3rd, 2025. And then also we got Uber at the helicopter ride. And that was from December 17th, 2025. Look it. They're going to bring all that up to you. You know what's coming. And then, of course, the word of the day, Dog Day. You know what that means? You ever heard of that? Hey, I'm going to break it down for you. But I got this new theme song. And Tallboy, why don't you play it for the people?
Now you know we've both been through a lot today. That's why we need to just sit back and enjoy this evening. So if you'll choose me, then you're my choice tonight. Put your hands in the air and sing along with me. Bustin' out on the funk. Bustin' out.
Traded a rig for a reel. He is still sitting down. From the cab to the dock, he is off the clock. How are you, Revis? Fish on.
Oh, Lord. Revis, you was doing your thing over there, boy. I ain't mad at you, man. You was over there doing it. Dog days is the word of the day. And, brother, you was on beat, boy. I don't know, man. Like you was at the skating rink, or you was at the backyard party, or you was in the club. Like them platform heels and with the fish inside the shoes. Well, did you wear some of those? Because the way you was out there busting out, boy, I was worried about you for a second.
Hey, them fish, hey, they call fish tank stacks. No, I ain't never had none, But Antonio Fargas wore the mess out of them things. I'm just saying that's the way.
That is hilarious, man. No, you was doing. Hey, look, I got to give it to you, bro. You was doing your thing with the little.
Hey.
How was the week, man? How was everything going?
You know, it's all right. Kind of different because, well, my youngins came in, and I got a chance to have all three of my children in the same house at the same time, along with my grandchild and my bonus daughter. Yes, she's here with me too. So it's a busy house right here. We going fishing in the morning. We're gonna try to do something here. So hey, the week can't do nothing but get better.
Well, come on, Revis. Let me go ahead and give you a round of applause, brother. You got all the kids in the house. And look, and the thing is, you appreciate the fact that they're there. They want to all be there. So that's a blessing in disguise, man. So look, man, enjoy that time with the family. And we got a word of the day called Dog Days. So I think it's only fitting that we talk about it, because Dog Days basically means it's the hottest time of the year. And, you got your kids at the hottest time of the year, brother. So for the ones that may not understand what Dog Days really means, let's just put it like this. It's the dog days of summer when you walk out the front door at 8 in the morning and immediately feel like you just stepped directly into somebody's warm oven. And then also, we deep into the dog days now, where it is so hot that the asphalt is melting. Your shoes are sticking to the driveway, and the ice in your sweet tea turns into warm water before you can even take 2 steps off the porch. Revis, you know what it is. It's dog days. Now, it's the hottest time of the year because you got your kids with you, but it's also hot as hell outside. Break it down for the people, Revis. Talk to them.
Ooh, and you know something? Today was one of those days. My son wanted to go fishing. The thing about it, I wanted to go fishing. The difference is I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He gets up at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Look at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Between 11 and 12 is when I come off the water, because that's when the dog days of summer start kicking in. It start getting hot. The sun comes up. It's unbearable. He say, hey, I'm from Atlanta. So therefore, I'm used to the heat. Well, guess what? I'm in Michigan. Look, I'm not used to it like that right there. We had some of those days last week and the week before last where it was so hot that I had a fan on the side of the bed, I had a fan at the foot of the bed, and I was still hot, and it didn't offer me the comfort that I needed. And the thing about that heat, it makes you lazy. It makes you tired. You don't want to move. You don't have no energy. Just sort of like eating Taco Bell and catching that dang parasite that they had. So I'm just saying the dog days right. Dog days is just one of those hot days that make you lazy. Don't just take all your energy and you don't feel like doing anything. So that's breaking down dog days. That's exactly what it is.
Well, I think that's about as point blank to the point that you can get it. Straight dog days. It's hot as hell outside. I mean, it's hot. So I get it. I completely get it. If you don't get it, just step outside. I'm pretty sure you'll get it. It's the middle of the summer. So it's fitting that this word is truly what it is. So if you let us know in the comments, we do not have the poll today. Because this is a throwback show, but we would like to know, how did Revis do on the word of the day? Phenomenal job, or this was trash? Just let us know. Phenomenal or trash? That's it. Just let us know in the comments. Revis will talk about it and see what they say.
I got something better than that. How about they send a super chat if they liked it?
You so Hey, I like that. Hey, look, we already there. So if you liked it, give them $1. Give them $2. There you go, brother. I see how you moving over there.
Yeah. That's what talk about. Look at monetization. That's what we've been going for. We get a little monetization right now. So hey, send us a super chat. Hey,
Revis smart, y'all. Revis is smart. Let us know how Revis did in the word of the day. And hopefully you guys got some value out of our guy Revis breaking down dog days. That is funny. Let's see. What do we have here? We got Damson. What did you call Damson the other day? You said the autonomous truck. Damson, the autonomous truck driver. Is that what you said?
that's what he is. All he is a truck driver. He just autonomous. That's all.
Well, check this out, y'all. Check this out.
Hey, this is Damson, your avatar friend from the Lab Tech Show. Let me get your attention for a moment. You know, Tallboy didn't come to play with you tonight, but Revis, maybe. He got jokes.
Oh, wow.
But in all seriousness, we're about to drop a 4-part formula that could affect you, your family, or your community. By the end of the show, you'll see how it connects to your life, your business, or maybe even a hustle. We're giving you real energy, so could you share the show with 2 people that you rock with? Don't let your people get left behind because you were gatekeeping. I'm just saying. You made it to the channel, so let's lock in and see how it all connects.
Revis, the police want to propose trading mugshots of people that have already been arrested for free facial recognition access. I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to get your thoughts and get the audience thoughts on this as well. This is real. This is here. And I keep telling you, they're going to make this AI do what it do. So the Milwaukee Police Department is thinking about making a trade with this company called Biometrica. Remember the name, Biometrica. They want to give Biometrica around 2.5 million mugshots and jail records in exchange for getting free access to their facial recognition software. They get 2 free passes to search the system, and if they need more, it's going to cost them $12,000 a pop for each extra license. Now, the police hasn't signed on the dotted line yet, and they're saying that they're trying to be transparent, but they said that the chief of staff over for the Milwaukee Police Department said they want to keep the community in the loop before they rush into anything. And they're talking about this is more, they're going to be talking about more about this at the city council meetings or the city meetings that they're having. But the people of Milwaukee are already like, oh, no, we're not feeling this. Groups like the ACLU of Wisconsin are throwing up red flags. They're saying, no, it's all about privacy. And if our people are going to get treated fairly. And they said that they point out that this facial recognition tech isn't always on point, especially when it comes to people of brown skin, shall we say, women, and people that don't fit neatly into the male or female boxes. And they said that this could lead to innocent people getting snatched up by mistake. And then they're saying, plus this deal doesn't say anything about letting people know that their pictures are being used or getting permission or letting them say, nah, I'm good. So they're saying without your permission, we're just going to give it to Biometrica so we can use their free facial recognition software. That's what they're saying. And they say Wisconsin does not have any specific laws protecting your face or biometrics or anything of that nature. And while mugshots are public, using them to teach computers how to watch you is kind of a gray area. And people are also worried about hackers getting into this data and police using it in a way that they shouldn't. Now, unlike a password, you can't just change your face if anything goes wrong, right? You can't change your face. I mean, unless you have plastic surgery or something like that, but you can't really do that. And then they're saying that the ACLU is saying, hold up, let's take at least a 2-year break from getting any new spy tech, including this face stuff. And basically they're saying they want to figure out the risk and put some rules in place before you actually decide whether or not you're going to do it or not, right? And then they're saying that The whole situation is making people think about whether we should prioritize new tech for the police over keeping our rights safe, especially for communities that have already faced more challenges with the law. It's a tough balance. And before I ask Revis his thoughts, my question to the audience is, do you like what the police are attempting to do? 1, I'm okay with it. They're trying to prevent potential crimes. 2, this should be illegal on all levels. 3, this is the consequences of committing a crime. 4, this AI really needs regulation. 5, free access for mugshots is wrong. Pay for it. $12,000 a license. I mean, come on, think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts? Should the Milwaukee police propose trading millions of mugshots for facial recognition access? Revis, your thoughts?
I think they're doing too much. Look at all this facial recognition and all that stuff. As I put in the comments, they've been saying we all look alike for years. If somebody go do something wrong, I hope they don't look like me. Everybody say you got a twin. So they come get me, and then I get falsely accused for something, and then I'm locked up forever. I do smoke cool 100s, though. So you might want to send me some cigarettes if they lock me up.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Let's see what the audience is saying. We got this AI really needs regulation. Awesome Fun Thing says this is the consequences of committing a crime. It's funny until they stop you. I mean, can you just imagine being stopped and then they're telling you, hey, we have a warrant out for your arrest because, you know, this facial recognition says you committed a crime, or we think that you're this fit and it's really not you because you're a twin, or maybe it just got it wrong. Can you imagine that? And then you're guilty until proven innocent. And then this is only Milwaukee, but what if other states say that they want to roll this out? That's a lot. And then for people who
it starts in one and then it goes into all the rest of them.
Right. So this is why we're discussing this right now, right? Because if they're having this discussion today, maybe not today, but in the near future, this could be a new thing. Now, currently in China, facial recognition is a thing over there, right? But here, I mean, we would think that there would be laws that are in place. And unfortunately, Milwaukee does not have those laws at the current moment. So now my question is, if you're living in Wisconsin, do you say, I'm not feeling this, I'm out, and I'm going to move to another state that probably has tougher restrictions, and then we worry about that as the time goes? Or do we just say, it is what it is? Or what about the people that have already committed a crime?
Is it going to be voluntary?
What's going to be voluntary?
The facial recognition.
No, the mugshots, they're trading the mugshots in for this free facial recognition software, and they only get they get 2 licenses, and anything after that is $12,000 a pop. So they get 2 free passes to search the system, and if they need more, it's going to cost them. But they're going to give up 2.5 million mugshots and jail records, and that's what they get in exchange for the facial recognition software. $12,000 a pop for each extra license. So if you got arrested,
how come they just don't go to driver services and get everybody?
That's a good question. Let's see. Sister Queen says this is crazy. There needs to be a way to remove yourself after you served your time or paid your fine. So I'm thinking like this. What if you had a DUI? You're not a felony, or you're not a sex offender. What if you had a disturbance, or, you had disturbing the peace, something that was minor? You didn't go to prison. You just paid a fine. But now they have your mugshot. And what if you did something back when you were in your teens and now you're 40 or 50? What about that?
But my thing is, what about your passport and your driver's license? Why just stop at mugshots? Why don't you just go further?
So are you for this?
I'm not for it, but I'm just saying they're going to start somewhere, and then they're going to get outrageous. They already insane now, so they're going to go and do some other stuff.
Sheila Baker says, I'm from Milwaukee, hence the reason I live elsewhere. They are off the chain. Yeah, well, I mean, DUI is not a minor charge. But what I'm saying is you didn't go to prison for it. Well, if you don't go to prison, you just went to jail for disturbance, for petty theft. I'm not saying any crime is right. Now, to Revis's point, why don't they use driver services or use the passport office? Well, the problem is the police department wants this. So that's two different entities. It's different if the driver services says we want this software. I'm pretty sure Biometric reached out to a company or reached out to the police department and said, hey, we have a software. This could help you with facial recognition to help prevent some type of crime. And if you want our services, hey, we could do a barter thing, because the police are like, hey, we really don't want to pay. So this is what we can give up in access. I mean, give up in return, and then you can get the access. We get the access. We'll give you this so you can train your data. And then that way it makes your software better and it helps us do our jobs better. Driver services does not need that. Passport, the federal government does not need that, if that makes sense.
But, you know, you might not have the mugshot of the person that does something. They might not have ever been in trouble.
Well, but it helps narrow it down, Revis. That's what I'm saying. Hit the Spot 1006 said, like I said, it's targeted towards black and brown people. And this is why the ACLU is getting involved and said, no, give us at least 2 years. Let's put some things in place. And once we put those things in place, then and only then can we say, let's vote on it. Let's have a measure on it. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to do what they want to do, right? The police department, the government, city council, somebody, they're going to pad somebody's pockets. They're going to pass the law to say it's okay. But at least give it 2 years. Let's at least get some things in place. Let's vote on it, and let's see, and let the people decide whether or not this is what they want to do. I think that's only fair. Revis, what you think, man? That was done back in April of last year, 2025. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you. Well, go ahead. Tell me what you think.
I think it's crazy. When I look at today compared to back then, it seems like they're getting their facial recognition anyway with the flock cameras and a lot of the other things they're doing. You know, the first article and this article ties in together perfectly, because regardless of how you look at it, they're getting your facial recognition regardless. You could just walk down the street and they're getting it. You drive down the street, the flock camera is getting it. You go to the grocery store and their cameras are getting it. Everybody is taking pictures of you. They got all the biometric data that they need, and all they need is DNA. So if something happens and you leave some DNA on the scene, guess what? They got you that way. So this is really crazy. And now, like I said, compared to then and now, boy, this is crazy. It's really elevating.
Well, this happened in Milwaukee, like I said, back last year, 2025 of April. And they said that there was so much public pushback that they successfully blocked the local, government from giving private vendors millions of residents' photos. And it stopped unchecked surveillance expansion without city council oversight. Now, the Milwaukee Police Chief, Jeffrey Norman, banned facial recognition technology. Weeks later, the Milwaukee County Sheriff, she canceled plans to trade 2.5 million inmates' mugshots with the vendor Biometric. So there was so much public outrage that they were like, we can't do this. They probably would have had them in jail, the police chief and the county sheriff. Now, the police union representatives complained that banning the tool removes an effective method to track violent offenders. But, I mean, isn't it supposed to be you're innocent until proven guilty?
supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And then Milwaukee also admitted officers used third-party facial recognition licenses for nearly 3 years without any official policy or public knowledge. Aren't we dealing with that with flock cameras right now, where people are getting in trouble right now for unauthorized use of flock cameras? So just because they took away one, does that necessarily mean that they took away the other one? I'm just throwing that out there. Like, there's something that we need to really think about. Now, the debate exposed how police departments can seek access to millions of mugshots and booking photos, including people who never convicted, were never convicted of crimes. I mean, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. And that broader concern remains unresolved in many jurisdictions. And I think this is the part that I would like for you as the audience to chime in on. What you missed was law enforcement leaders noted that they could reintroduce facial recognition once they write formal guidelines. So would you be okay if they rewrote the law to say, hey, it's going to be stricter and this is how we're going to do it? Or do you think that they should not have access to it at all? You know who it's primarily going to affect. But what do you think? They could reintroduce facial recognition once they write formal guidelines. Revis, what's your thoughts on that real briefly?
Man, like I said, everything is getting outrageous. Big Brother is doing a lot of surveillance, and it's getting worse every day. I want to know, do they have to have special licenses for the flock cameras? Do you know that?
No. I mean, anybody can get access. I mean, even you can tap into the flock cameras. Anybody can get access to that. And if you don't know what a flock camera is, this is the flock cameras that we've been sharing for the last couple of weeks, saying if you've seen one of these, they just put 2 of them up right on the. When I say they put them up right across the street from where I stay at. Now, not only are they on the street where my balcony is, but they're on the main street. And it's like there's no getting away from these things. So if you've seen these, this is what they look like. Just pay attention to it. I mean, this is where we're at. It's bad, y'all. It's really, really bad. And I hate that we have to deal with this. Like I said, you didn't come to us. I mean, I guess maybe we didn't go to the city council meetings. So, I mean, now until, people start pushing back. And the big crazy thing about it is they're like, what is a flock camera? I'm telling people as I'm going into different stores about flock cameras, and they're looking at me like, what's that? So they don't even know what a flock camera is. So that's just kind of where we are. Well, let us know in the comments. What do you think about this? And, hopefully some changes will, take place and things will get hopefully better. I don't know. We got a commercial to tap into. So let's see what they have to say.
You told the streets the battery lasts 3 days. So why it's at 4% and it's noon?
See? That's cap. Pure copper plated. Take them to the stand.
Case number 404, the overhyped Pro model. You claim 8K video, but this looks like it was filmed on a toaster.
The streets deserve better. We don't care about the press release. We care about the performance.
The verdict is...
If you want the truth without the corporate filter, you need to be at the lab. We keep it real.
That's why I watched the Lab Tech Show on Wednesday at 8 p.m. They got the receipts. What you waiting on?
You can watch on your phone, your TV, or your PC. This technology is here. So what you gonna do about it? Yeah, this technology is here, y'all. It is here. So please tell 2 or 3 people what we got going on. But they need to know about the brands. Did you know that we're on YouTube? We're almost monetized, y'all. We're almost there. I can see it. And please pull up on us. It is the Lab Tech Show. All right. So just go to YouTube, search the Lab Tech Show, find a playlist, tap in with us. Even if you're not, you're sleeping, you're getting ready to go to sleep with the Lab Tech Show on. You might, be dreaming about some of this technology. We're also on Spotify. And if you like the way this podcast is being produced, pull up to us at the yourliveproduction.com, and we can produce the podcast for you, whatever your niche or your specialty is. Don't forget that we're on Amazon and Roku. So Fire Stick and Roku, we got you. Hey, look, we on the big screen, y'all. So look, you can always support the show. Yes, we have been partially monetized with super chats. Revis said he would sing for us, but we didn't meet the threshold just yet. But you can still support us on Cash App or PayPal or through Super Chat. So feel free to support the show however you would like to support. All right. Remember, this is real tech. This is real talk, and it's also real impact. So as I always say, think big, think tall boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit. And think tall boy, because he said so, and he is doing it. Well, I did that right on time, Revis. I did all right with that one, man. Boy, I'm making moves.
I got a question.
Uh-oh. Let's see what he got to say, y'all.
I'm just thinking about Damson there, and I say he must have been an owner-operator, and he was making pretty good money. And I want to know how I could get one of those gold headsets. Is that 24 karat or 14 karat, 10 karat? What is that? He got a gold headset. I've never seen it before. That's why I say he's autonomous. He's the man.
So you thinking about autonomous gold headsets? Now you should have thought about that when you was driving, sir. Like all them years you was driving, you didn't think about that not one time. Now all of a sudden you like, oh, I need to get one. I want one. Come on, Revis, make it make sense, man.
I've never seen a gold one before, and I really like the one that he's wearing.
Man, AI, brother, AI. That's all I can tell you, AI. Well, look, we're gonna get back into this show. And we got some things that we need to talk about. We got Walmart drone delivery. Have you guys seen these Walmart drones? Have you seen them? Do you know what they are? We talked about them. Well, here it is. Guys, this is not a game. It is happening. The tech is here. You can now have your packages. That's right. You can have your packages delivered to you from the sky to your home. That's right. Walmart is making moves to basically modernize how you get your groceries or packages that you need or items that you need from the store. They recently announced a partnership with Wing. We talked about this as a rollout that they were testing. What was it, last year, Revis? Maybe 2 years ago. But basically, it's a subsidiary of Google. To launch drone delivery in the metro Atlanta area starting today, December 3rd. The concept is straightforward. The goal is to get goods to your doorstep in 30 minutes or less. And these drones fly about 60 miles an hour and can carry packages weighing up to 2.5 pounds. It is a specific solution for light, immediate needs like eggs, over-the-counter medication, or if you have your favorite fur baby, your pet, all right? So Amazon and DoorDash has tested similar technology, but Walmart is currently pushing to make this a standard option for shoppers. Now, if you live in Georgia, they have this service that's rolling out in 6 specific areas. And that's Woodstock, Conyers, Hiram, Dallas, or McDonough, or Loganville. But if you live in Dallas, Texas, Bentonville, Arkansas, and they plan to open or expand to Charlotte, Houston, Orlando, and Tampa. So if you plan on if you live in one of those areas, you might be able to say, hey, I forgot some toothpaste. Hey, I forgot a canned good or something like that while you're cooking your holiday deal. I mean, your holiday, your holiday meal. And you could just literally go into the Walmart app and order it, and a drone will deliver it to you in your back or your front yard. To use the service, you can visit the Wing website or download their app to see if your home falls within the delivery zone. And after you place the order, you select a specific spot on your property for the drop off. The drone flies over, lowers the package on a tether, and releases it gently before flying away. The service offers a practical value beyond just being new technology. So basically, hey, I forgot an item. I mean, doesn't that make sense? It solves a couple logistical problems without the physical energy of getting in your car, driving to an actual Walmart. You don't have to worry about parking. You don't have to worry about walking through the aisles to find the product, especially if it's for a single item purchase. What about if you're sick and during the flu, you don't want to leave and get other people sick, or maybe you have a child that's late at night and, they need some medicine. You can order this medication, and it can be dropped off at your home. And, what if you're cooking and you forgot some butter or you need some flour? Drop it off in your backyard. So there's a lot of real world use cases for this. And if you're working from home, you can also, and you can't leave for lunch, you can have a drone drop off a sandwich. Like, there's so many ways to use this. So the question that I have for you is, what do you think of the Walmart drone delivery? If you're watching on your phone, let us know. 1, I can't wait to try this. 2, I'm not feeling this. 3, they are taking over the skies. What's next? Or 4, this is innovative. If you're watching on your phone, let us know. What do you think of Walmart drone delivery? Revis, your thoughts?
Man, look at here. It sounds like a good idea. The thing is, I drive a truck. What if one of these things go astray? Well, I got to look out for cars. I got to look out for drones too. Oh my goodness. And what about the friendly skies? Are they still going to be friendly? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Like I said, I like the idea. I just think that we're in a situation where we have to figure it out and say who's going to be in charge of this, Revis, if that makes sense. Like, what if I'm flying my personal drone and I'm in your airspace? Who owns the airspace, right? I think that's something that people have to factor in. I think that this is a great idea, especially with it being in the suburbs. I cannot see this being in in the metropolitan city area. But if you're out on the outskirts, yeah, this makes perfect sense. There is a video that's going around on TikTok right now where a family was saying that they tried the service and they could not believe that they got the package that they wanted, and they watched the drone come from the sky, tethered the package down, and boom, there they go. And they were like, oh my God, it just delivered it. Now you don't even have to leave the house.
And then Walmart put a different twist to it. Before it was a 2-pound package, 2.5-pound package, but Walmart, they're 5 pounds now, right?
No, it's 2.5. It's still 2.5.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody said it was 5 pounds.
No, well, right now, I know today they launched here in Georgia. It was on the news. It was on Good Morning America. They were really doing their thing today, saying, hey, this just launched and we want you to try it. Now, what it does in Dallas or in Bentonville, Arkansas, we don't know that situation. But, I mean, we have drones delivering your 1 or 2 items. Now, you can't just say I want a whole bunch of items, because once you hit that 2.5-pound limit, but you're thinking you don't have to deal with traffic. What if it's an immediate need? It could be to your house in less than 5 to 10 minutes because it's within a certain mile radius of a Walmart from your home. So it's not like, oh, the drone is flying from one side of the city to the other. It's within a certain mile radius of those locations that are selected, if that makes sense.
But is there a charge?
Right now, I believe it's just free. They did not say that. They just said that they want you to try it. I don't have, it's not serviced in my area, so I don't know. Let's see.
I would like to know if it's a charge.
Sheila Baker says, yeah, I can see airspace being an issue. Yeah. And Solo says, what if I'm at a festival? Can I get an order tailgate? So it's not actually in the city. It's on the outskirts. So if you're here in Georgia and if they have a festival out in, let's see, Hiram, Conyers, Woodstock, Dallas, McDonough, or Loganville, and it's within that certain mile radius of a Walmart, yeah, you could probably have it drop off right there at the amphitheater or at the concert hall. That would be ideal. Sheila Baker says, get smart, Jetsons, move over. Like, we're actually getting a chance to see this happen in real time. We watched this as kids happen, but now look at where we are. Any other
space rockets?
Oh, well, I get it. Yeah, space. Yeah, those space rockets. I like it. This is new. So, like I said, if you know anybody that's in Charlotte, Houston, Orlando, Tampa, it's coming soon. Bentonville, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, it's already there, and it just released in Georgia or Atlanta, outskirts, suburbs today. Okay? That's what it is.
And then I know.
All right, y'all. Well, Walmart drone delivery. We've expanded. It has expanded a lot further. So they are doing their thing. So what he said was earlier was, is there a charge? Walmart Plus members, 0 drone delivery fee. Non-members, $19.99 per drone delivery order. And the order must be eligible for drone delivery. You must live within the service area. And you must meet the drone weight limit, and weather can affect availability. A $19.99 fee sounds expensive for a gallon of milk, but Walmart positions drone delivery for urgent items such as medicine, baby formula, batteries, or an ingredient you forgot while cooking. The value is speed, not replacing your weekly grocery trip. So the question that I have for you is, if you forgot your prescription, your phone charger, your baby formula, would you pay $20 to have it at your door in about 30 minutes? Revis, what's your thoughts, man?
You know, what I would really like to know, because this is a throwback show, I would like to know if any of our viewers, any of our Lab Tech Show family have used this. Have you used this? Have you taken advantage of this? Especially if you are a Walmart Prime
Walmart Plus
member. Yes, the Walmart Plus member. Yes. Have you ever used this thing, and it's free? And I just want to know how it went for you, and would you use it again, and would you recommend it to someone else?
There you go, right there on the screen. Walmart dropping off the package right there. And yeah. They don't want you walking up on it, but you see how big the drone is. It can hold up between 2 to 5 pounds. So, you know, Revis was asking how much does it weigh or what can it do? And yeah, 2 to 5 pounds is what it's doing over there. So, yes, that's what it is. Eggs, milk, bread, baby formula, cold medicine, toothpaste, batteries, phone chargers, pet food, small bags, or snacks. Now, what they cannot deliver is cases of bottled water, large grocery orders, TVs, air fryers, and heavy household items. They cannot do that. Come on, common sense, y'all. The drone itself weighs about 11 pounds, and it flies up to 65 miles an hour, and it can travel roughly 12 miles per round trip. And let's see, they say it lowers the package on a tether from about 23 feet in the air instead of landing. So these are some of the things that it can do. Now, Metro Atlanta serves as Walmart's primary test launch market, and then they're also having the trials in Bentonville, Arkansas, and also in Dallas, Fort Worth. So even though that, they said they had plans to, or they still have plans to expand across 100 stores nationwide by the end of the year, and orders drop in under 5 minutes on average. And like I said, weight limits do restrict order sizes. Customers cannot order heavy or bulky items, and it requires an open yard space for package drop-offs, and excluding many apartment dwellers. So if you live in an apartment complex, it's probably not going to be a good situation for you. But if you got a house, and that's probably why they're out in the outskirts in metro Atlanta area. So yeah, that's where we are. Now, I guess the question is, who owns the airspace over the neighborhoods? Because there's no airlines out in the metro area. There's no airports. So, I mean, yeah, it would make sense for the drones to fly. But now, are we going to start creating freeways in the air like the Jetsons? Will drones record video? How noisy will, constant deliveries be? Can you imagine getting a drone delivery at 2 o'clock in the morning, but your neighbor has to be at work and they don't want to hear that buzzing sound? So they said they're moving quickly, and a proposed FAA rule change could allow drones to fly beyond an operator's visual line of sight, making nationwide scaling much easier. And Walmart is approaching 2 million drone deliveries and expects rapid expansion if those rules are finalized. It's a lot. I'm giving it to you. We talked about it. When did we talk about this, Revis? What month?
We talked about this in 2026.
2026? I thought it was 2025.
No. 2025. Walmart drones. December 3rd, 2025.
Okay, so last holiday season at the end of the year, and now they've almost done 2 million drone deliveries. So they're not playing. They're trying to. Who owns the airspace? $1 million question. Who owns it? Anything else?
Trump.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
No, my thing is
this guy.
You said at the beginning, you said they will gently drop it, and you showed that video, and boy, that was gentle. I wish some of these women I knew was that gentle.
They're gonna drop you like a bad habit.
Oh my goodness! You see how they go? You see how they go down? I thought it was a parachute, but I see it's not. And look how it hit the ground. Bam! Eggs could be in there. You're not gonna crack one of them.
And then
they
it
got
fly
this
off.
thing down to a science.
Hey, trying to tell you something. Would you do it? Let us know in the comments. Would you do the drone delivery if it was in your neighborhood? It's expanding. It's primarily in the metro Atlanta areas, in Texas, it's in Arkansas, Dallas Fort Worth area to be more specific. And if they brought it out there to your neighborhood, wherever you stay, would you be willing to do it? Zero. If you had Walmart Plus, would you do it? And if you did not have Walmart Plus, would you do it? Because it's $20. So is it worth it to you? Your baby is sick. You need that crucial item, and you don't feel like getting out in the car. Is the $20 really worth it to you? Right now, they're not recording video. Everything seems about surveillance. Would Walmart be a part of the surveillance? I mean, these are questions that we have to ask. But, I mean, it's a throwback video. So we're showing you what happened in December. This is where the developments have taken place. And, what do you think about it? Final thoughts, Revis, before we move on.
Final thought is, hey, we talked about it, and it's happening. You got to realize you get all this stuff first. So you make sure you watch the Lab Tech Show. You make sure you get more people to watch the Lab Tech Show, because we're going to tell you stuff when it first come out. And then when it's a year later and you see it happening, hey, I seen that on the Lab Tech Show. You don't even have to worry about where you got it from. Walmart is on top of this stuff right now.
Revis, that was dope. That was dope. I like that. If you have not done so yet, can y'all hit the like button? Can you share the show with a couple people? Come on, like and share. Come on, help me out. Like and share. Come on now. Help a brother out. HBO, help a brother out. Come on, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. It's the Lab Tech Show. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's called the Lab Tech Show. Embrace this technology. We got you. We're trying to break it down to you in a language that you can understand. So will you support the show? Will you tell a couple people what we got? We're building, and we want you to join us. You see it. We're under construction, and we've been under construction since March. And you've been seeing developments every week. So come on now. You see the developments. Who else is giving it to you real and raw like this? I know the big box television stations are doing what they doing, but who doing this on the streaming side? Revis, Tallboy, and the Lab Tech Show. Come on now. We breaking it down, y'all. I told you we building this thing, and we want you to join us. Can you do that? Let's see. Yeah, we building, Revis. We building. So what do you think, Revis? We've been really doing some things out here, bro. What do you think about what we've been doing, brother?
I think that we're trying to be innovative and be in the front of everything before it happens. And I really like that. So I think that if we keep doing and you guys keep watching, you're going to see that we're rapidly moving and we're trying to stay ahead of the game, and you're going to move right along with us.
Look, for a gentleman like Revis, who was not tech savvy at all, he was not tech savvy. Look at how he has come along. Shout out to Lisa Maria. Shout out to Sheila Baker. Shout out to Hit the Spot 1006. Shout out to, I'm missing somebody, Nikki Hammer. Shout out to the fan base crew. There's some people out there, One Heart CPR, Joyce. They're not tech savvy people. You know, they're in the age bracket of Revis. And this is no slight to anybody. They are literally taking the time to say, you know what, let me at least inform myself on what's happening in my community, what's happening in my world. And you know what? It's in a digestible way. And that's what we're doing. And you guys keep showing up. So where you just ask yourself this question. When you first started watching the show and gave it an honest listen and an honest, honest view, where are you at today compared to where you were? Just think about that. And, I've seen Revis's development and how he's moved, right? And I'm proud of Revis because Revis went out to CES and all he says is it was a lot of walking that first year. But now Revis is comfortable. He's doing his own interviews now out there at CES. And, it makes me proud because, he trusted in me to allow me to give him the news. And that's kind of, what we did together. And he's much more knowledgeable. He's not all the way there yet. There's some things that he needs to work on, but one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time, right? That's but he's there. And I'm proud of you, Revis. I'm proud of everyone that has supported this show, whether they were tech savvy or not. Some people know more tech than I do. And I'm not the end all be all. I just take the time to try to learn some of this stuff. And that's pretty much it. And we just try to incorporate a little AI and say, if we can do it, why can't you do it? And with that being said, check out OG Logic Link. What'd you call it? OGLL? Some of y'all call him Samuel L. Jackson. Well, this is what he got to say.
Hold up. OG Logic Link here. You just caught a piece of the formula. Everything we drop here adds up to exactly that. Stay locked in, but don't play yourself. Tap that subscribe button. And do me a favor, send this show to somebody who needs to level up. Put them on game. OGLL, we out.
I'm glad that ride sharing is now in the air. Why chance it when you can level up in the sky? We talked about this. You could be at the airport in New York and you need to get downtown. And now they're telling you, hey, we got you. Say less. Uber is partnering with a company called Blade. And you need to get to JFK, you need to get to LaGuardia, you need to get to New Jersey. Uber is on a whole new level. They linked up with a company called Blade, the helicopter and seaplane people, to let you book rides right from the app. You know how the traffic is like in New York City. So for $195, you can get on a bird and be at JFK in 5 minutes. The whole thing is happening after a company called Joby Aviation, which is building those zero-emission electric air taxis, bought Blade's passenger business, and it's a whole new era of travel. And you just got to wait till a few more months because it's coming in 2026. They're pretty strict with the luggage policy because space and weight of these helicopters aren't like a big airplane. So for a regular by the seat flight, you're only allowed to bring one carry-on bag and one personal item. The whole thing together cannot be more than 25 pounds. They'll weigh and measure your stuff before you get on, so don't try to be slick and think that you can go over the weight or sneak an extra bag on, all right? If you know you got more equipment, you just got to pay for the upgrade. And they have a special option that gives you more space and a higher weight limit, up to 65 pounds across 2 bags. Or if your bags are just too big for even that, they got a partnership with Tote Taxi that can pick up your luggage ahead of time and get it to the airport for you for an extra fee. But you're traveling to the other airport or into Manhattan. They said Joby already linked up with Delta Airlines, so Delta passengers can already earn Sky Miles on their regular Uber rides and even Uber Eats orders. So the plan is for this new chopper service to eventually be part of the whole system. And basically, when you book one of these helicopter rides through the Uber app, you'll be able to earn Delta Sky Miles. All right. They said that it flies into New York City. They got a couple main spots that are in Manhattan. You can fly out of West 30th Street Heliport, East 34th Street Heliport. And they also have a spot in downtown Manhattan Heliport on Pier 6. And then you can go from JFK and Newark Liberty International Airport. And then they said if you're in Europe, they got the French Riviera, Nice, Monaco, and Cannes. The seaplanes are landing in spots like the Hamptons, and you can go to East Hampton or Sag Harbor. So they got designated landing spots to get you wherever you need to be, especially if you got some coin. $195. Are you, they got some updates since we last did this article. We talked about this article, Revis, in September. And when we talked about this article, they said Joby Aviation finished buying up Blade's passenger business, and they dropped $125 million to make it happen. So the same company was building quietly, and basically they just said Uber integration is next. And they confirmed in September that they're fast tracking the tech. So basically they're saying that in early 2026, this is happening. And they said the Delta, you can go into the Uber app and just type in tap for a helicopter and you'll be good to go. And they said they have the Delta. They said at CES at 2025, they showed off Delta Concierge. And basically they said if you're a Sky Miles member, the AI is basically going to be your personal assistant. It'll handle your Uber to the heliport, your Blade flight to JFK, and your terminal transfer all in one go. And they even stated a pilot program at LaGuardia recently to test express drop-off to make the ground-to-air transition even smoother. But they said they're going to test all of this in 2026, their electric air taxis in Dubai. And they already sent a test aircraft over there. So what happens in Dubai is going to set the tone for those quiet zero-emission planes finally replace those loud helicopters in the U.S. So basically, you can book directly through Uber with the new app integration. And they have an electric air taxi that's a little bit quieter than a regular helicopter. and you can link your Sky Miles. You ready to fly? You love to fly, and it shows.
Oh, I like to fly, but this right here is a little pricey. It's a little out of my price range. I'm just saying. I'm going to Vegas. If they had it in Vegas to get us to the resort that we're staying at, it's still a little pricey for me.
Yeah, but $195 for 5 minutes. But you don't have to sit in traffic in New York.
Well, I'm not gonna have to sit in traffic in New York anyway, because I ain't going to New York. So I'm staying the heck away from there.
I understand, brother. That's you. I understand. I totally understand. No judgment there, brother. No judgment. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.
There it is. Uber Blade. What do you think of that, Revis? Talk to him.
Uber Blade, it's like I said, it goes right along with the Walmart. They're joined in together, and it all boils down to the flock camera. If you're in the air, guess what? No facial recognition if you're up there. I like the idea. I like the fact, because a lot of people tell me they don't know how to get around flock cameras. Yes, we talked about that and everything. No, so if you need to get around flock cameras, you either ride in an Uber or some kind of autonomous car or something where they don't have your license plate and track your car, or fly above it and get in the helicopter or drone or however you got to get there, and you don't have to worry about it that way either. I like the fact that all these companies are coming up with innovative ways to stay ahead of the competition. So, I think this is really, really a good idea.
Well, you see it right there on the screen. Regular helicopters versus the one that's supposed to be less noise. So that's what the helicopters are going to look like. So you can see that you can't have overweight. Now you can have your luggage transported over, but you would go straight to the, to the other airport or into the city quickly, and you can kind of go from there. And basically they're saying that this is what has happened. The biggest development since all of this has happened, they said the good is Uber's integration with Blade is part of the larger plan with Joby Aviation to build familiarity or recognition with air transportation before electric air taxis arrive. So they're already saying that this rollout is really progressing. It's still a niche service, y'all. So they're saying, hey, this is only for the upper elite, the echelon, or the ones that just really want to stunt, right? And then it's primarily aimed at airport transfers and premium travelers. So, if you're a premium traveler and, you like to have your caviar and, you got it like that, go ahead. And then they're also saying that electric air taxis will depend on regulatory approvals and certifications, so widespread availability is not here yet. And I also asked, what was EVTOLS? And that stands for electric vertical takeoff and landing, pronounced eVTOL. So eVTOL. It's an aircraft that operates like a hybrid between a helicopter and an electric car. So you can kind of see what it looks like right there on the screen. And it uses multiple rotors and propellers to lift straight up into the air and land in tight spaces like helipads or parking garage roofs without needing a runway. And then the electric, it runs entirely on battery rather than the traditional jet fuel or gasoline, making it significantly quieter, cheaper to operate, and zero emissions during flight. So they're also saying that it connects the JFK airport to Manhattan in 7 minutes, cutting out the highway traffic. And they're saying that the FAA certification takes time, so launch dates remain uncertain. And they said, of course, the pricing is going to remain high. And they only want to cater to, the people that are the elite, shall we say. So, can't get mad at them for, wanting to cater to them. So I get it. And then this is kind of a little bit how it works. Car service right there. Flying over, flying into Manhattan, and you're right there. So making it simple. And I also asked, I said, since we last talked about this, have they done any expansion? And they said LA and San Francisco, United Airlines and rival developer Archer Aviation are setting up routes to move passengers from LAX to downtown LA and Hollywood, as well as routes connecting San Francisco to the broader Bay Area. And in Chicago, they're saying, hey, United and Archer selected O'Hare International Airport to Vertiport, Chicago, near the Loop, as a primary route to bypass heavy highway traffic. They also said Miami and South Florida is doing some things. And then they said Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston. They said Joby Aviation and Archer are both targeting Texas as a primary test bed under a state-backed pilot program linking regional airport hubs with downtown commercial centers. And then lastly, believe it or not, Revis, Salt Lake City and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, both states joined federal pilot projects to establish regional air mobility corridors. So they trying to do some stuff in Charlotte and in Salt Lake City, Utah. Can you believe that? And then of course Dubai. I mean, if they're gonna do something like this, they're gonna do something over in Dubai. So think about that. Most of these routes are designed as a point-to-point trunk routes meant to turn 60 to 90 minutes highway drives into 7 to 12 minutes electric flights. That's what they're trying to do. So now that I've shared with all this information, what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Revis, they trying to expand. You think this is good, bad, or, do we need to start having freeways, traffic lanes in the air?
Like I said, meet George Jetson. Hey, might as well have traffic lanes in the air. And my thing is, they're in Salt Lake City, so I want to know, what do the Mormons have? They got to have a lot of money for them to be getting this thing here. And that first helicopter, that first one they showed with the propellers going straight up in the air and everything, it looks like a 7-foot guy will be able to ride on that thing and eat caviar on the way to the airport.
This guy right here. Yeah, there's a lot of 7-footers that's in the NBA that could do that. A whole lot of them. I don't know about me. I don't have that kind of coin. I would love to do it. You know what? I would be open to doing it the next time I'm in New York. If my coin allows it, I think I would try that.
You know what I think you should do?
Uh-oh.
Just mention super chat. Maybe someone would actually send a super chat so you could do that.
Hey, you know what? I like that. But if they don't want to do super chat, you know what they can do, Revis?
What's that?
They can do merch. Tallboy's got merch, y'all. Come on, man. We got some merch, and we would love for you to, support what we got going on. So yeah, this is what it is. Tallboy's got merch. Come on over here to shop.tallboy.us and check us out. We got t-shirts, pillows, bags, mugs, hats. We got a whole bunch of stuff, and we would love for you to support what we have going on. And that's kind of what we do around here. So the merch is available at shop.tallboy.us. All you do is go ahead and scan the QR code. If you're watching on your TV and you got your phone right there, tap in right there. Click on all products. And when you click on all products, you'll see our wide selection of products right there. Revis said he don't do ships. He because they all sink, but he do planes because he would expect them to take off. So, at the end of the day, come check us out at shop.tallboy.us. And like I said, we got bags, we got hats, coffee mugs, drinkware, sweatshirts, t-shirts, baby clothes. You know, Revis always like to talk about staying on potty. He don't like to talk about some of the other stuff that's out here. So you know what? We're going to highlight some of this other stuff. What's my favorite phrase? Stay in your lane, y'all. Multiple colors. We got gray. Let's see. You got blue. You got purple, pink, red, and green. What they say? Stay in your lane. You see it? That's my side over there on the left side. You stay on the slow side. Stay in your lane. All right. So go over there to shop.tallboy.us, click on all products, see what we got going on over there, and you know, have it as a conversation starter. We got the word of the day, and what they say, panache. You can get it in black or white. And what does it mean? Panache, confidence, flamboyant, or pizzazz. So come on over there, shop.tallboy.us. That's how we roll. And yeah, that's what it is. Will you get some merch? Super chat or Cash App or PayPal. That's how we do it. This is what it is, y'all. It's the formula. What they say. It's the formula, guys. We're about to wrap this thing up, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this throwback show. This throwback show was brought to you just to say, hey, look, we need to pay attention to why all of this stuff matters. Ring should pay you. Lawsuits say Ring profited from your face scans. So your face, they profit. Why can't you get some of that coin? Police expand facial recognition. You know, they want millions, or Milwaukee wants millions of mugshots for free access. More surveillance, less privacy. Hold up now. Walmart drone deliveries. Your packages could soon arrive from the sky. Forget Amazon. Get it out the air. Uber adds helicopter rides. Book a helicopter on Uber in the United States very soon. More access means more tracking. And all of this equals up to convenience for some and loss of privacy for all. Informed today, you control tomorrow. Okay? And then dog days was the word of the day. Remember, your data is captured, your moves are watched, your habits are tracked, your choices are monitored, and they build profiles, and you lose the freedom. We just gave you the formula, y'all. We're trying to break it down in a language that you can understand, and hopefully we put it down so you guys can pick it up. So hopefully you got it, if that makes sense. What they say? We tapped into the hype. You got the playbook. We discussed it. And now you have the formula. Yeah, you got the formula, y'all. That's what it is. Revis, man, this was a throwback show. What you think, man? We did it.
We did it, and people can stay informed of things that they seen before, may have forgotten about them. We bring them back up. We showed you how they correlate with one another. We show you what you're winning and what you're losing. Hey, that's what it's all about. That is the formula.
That's what it is. Quick programming note. Tallboy will not be here next week, but Revis will be here with our resident guy, Matt Haas. Awesome fun things. He and Revis will be producing next week. They'll be doing their thing. He's got the merch, so why don't y'all go get some merch? So yeah, they'll be doing their thing. I'm gonna take I need to take a couple weeks off, if that makes sense, but I'm definitely not gonna be here next week. I have a prior engagement that I must take care of, but we wanted to make sure that this show is still flowing and make sure that you guys get the formula and also, let you know what's rolling out. So just wanted to thank you guys for supporting the show. We're almost at the monetization point here, y'all. So please, if you could, that would really mean something to us. If you could get out there and support the show by watching. And if I'm correct, we stand at 3,653 watch hours. So we're under 350 hours to go, y'all. Under 350 hours. So if you could, please watch the show, catch a playlist, and, just support. We ain't asking you, we not asking you for much. We just saying support. Now, when we take off, don't be coming talking about, hey, can you? Because if you wasn't supporting in the beginning, we're going to be looking at you sideways. Everybody always want to jump on the bandwagon when the success hit. No, be a part of. We said we were under construction. So we under construction, y'all, and we would like for you to support us. So we know who's watching. We know who's supporting. We taking names. We taking notes. So if you could do that for us, that would be greatly appreciative. Like I said, you are leaving the house. The dog can watch the Lab Tech show too. Maybe it might get, remember we had some with the pet collar where they might say they want the pet collar too. You never know. I'm just saying. So
the dog whisperer.
Yeah, the dog whisperer. Yeah, we talked about that. That should have been one of the shows that you should have brought that up as a throwback item, Revis. But thank you to everybody that supports the show. Lisa Maria, thank you. Nikki Hammer, thank you. Joyce, thank you. Memoirs of a Shy Girl. Hit the spot 1006, Mama D, because she going to get mad at me if I don't shout her out. Just thank you, Sheila Baker, everybody. I mean, I can't throw out everybody's names. Tech Troublemaker, in the trading, we ain't seen you in a while. But, we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting what we got. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So please pull up on us. It's the Lab Tech Show, and that's what we do. Revis, any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Hey, I just want everybody to be safe. Tallboy's not going to be here next week. We're going to try to hold it down. Don't worry about it. Don't think about us. Go on and do what you got to do. Hey, I love working with Matt. We get along. We got some good chemistry. We don't want to miss Rich Vibes and Aisha. We got to say those two too.
Okay.
Rich Vibe is always riding with us. We got to get him too.
There's so many names. I can't think. I mean, there's some people up in Detroit that rock with us. I mean, there's so many names. And like I said, we try the ones that are consistent with us every week, we want to make sure that, you are appreciated. And if I forgot you this week, we'll get you next week and we'll forget some of the regular ones. So, but these are the ones that's off the top of my dome at this exact moment. We wanted to bring you a throwback show. We wanted you to just think about some of the articles that we've talked about in the past, and we wanted to bring those back. And Revis and I said, hey, let's see how we can bring this together, see what happened back then, let's see where we are today, and now it all becomes a formula. The formula isn't about fearing technology, it's about understanding the trade-offs. The more convenience technology gives us, the more important it becomes to ask who is collecting our data, how is it being used, and what control we still have. That's pretty much it. The formula. Think about it. Gave it to you. What you gonna do about it?
You already know.
Y'all be good. Y'all enjoy the week. Revis, enjoy them kids. Don't make them do something that they ain't supposed to be doing. Watch the outro, y'all.
No matter the coast, from the north to the south, north to the south, we put the game from the lab in your house, in your house. You got the word of the day, we broke it all down, broke it all down. It is coming, like it or not, all over the town, all over the town. The vision is set, now it is time to execute, time to execute. Take what you learn